Smith going to be at the first base for the Mustangs here. And we're going to get ready to go. Brian's checking back in.
And welcome in our Facebook Live audience as well. We had some connection issues here. Actually had to run about 200 feet of cable up here. We're down the third base line up above, and then I think our little hot spot there was in the sun a little bit too much, so it went out. I think we're set to go here finally for high school baseball action on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network this afternoon. And really couldn't ask for a better afternoon for high school baseball action, Tony.
Absolutely gorgeous, Brian. Great weather. 80, a little bit of a breeze blowing out to right field. A few of the left-handed hitters, they have a 315 down the right field line, 318 down the left field line, 353 left center field, 363 right center field, and 388 straight away. So going to be interesting if you get the ball up in the air, and maybe it's just because we're on top of the hill. Don't see a whole lot of dust or anything blowing down there, but if you get the ball up in the air, you're going to have a shot to get it out of here.
Why don't you bring the folks to the first inning here, Tone?
All right, Brian, thanks. First pitch is outside for a ball. Jacob Smith making the start here today. There's a pitch. Pulled foul down the first base line. Count evens up at 1-1. Here's getting the ball back in. Not a bad crowd early on here. 4 o'clock start. So I'm sure some of the parents from Laurel Highlands are en route trying to get down here. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Early. Fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. So Smith now ahead of the count. Early followed by Braden McKnight, the third baseman, and then power hitting Nick Kumar. Thanks for listening. Coming to you from Greensburg-Salem. There's the pitch a little bit high. Count evens up at 2-2. Smith looked like he was trying to overthrow that one a little bit. So 2-2 count to Early. Gets set, takes the sign. There's a pitch, breaking ball. Early able to foul that one off and stay alive. Count remains 2-2.
Laurel Highlands thought they'd get some help from Uniontown yesterday. It was up 6-1 over West Mifflin going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Had 3 errors, gave up 6 runs, and West Mifflin escaped there with a 7-6 win over the Red Raiders.
And that's a tough loss, especially to be up that much and lose to a good team in West Mifflin. That would have been a nice win for Kenny Musco and his crew. But tough one, but they'll have a chance to redeem themselves today, and hopefully they can help the Mustangs out today. So the count goes full. There's the payoff pitch. It's hit right back. It's going to go off Smith and actually roll towards first base. Smith coming up a little bit gimpy. Don't know exactly where it caught him, but he's limping pretty good. Actually going to go down and take a little break. Looks like he might have caught him on the right shin, maybe right above the knee when he was following up. Yeah, so it's going to be off the thigh. Coach is going to go out and check him out as well as the trainer. That's pretty tough. He was able to retire early. I guess we're going to score that 1-3, obviously.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Going to come right off of him. But Early tried to take that ball back up the middle. Nice shot, but now it's going to be wondering if Smith is going to be able to continue. He's limping pretty well. And that could be a big blow. You don't know how much pitching Greensburg-Salem has at this point.
And Smith's actually been a workhorse. This is his 6th appearance already. 1-0 record, 4.52 ERAs. We're 26 1/3, giving up 30 hits, 27 runs. 17 of them earned, struck out 16 and walked 14.
Well, they're going to have him throw a couple pitches just to make sure he's okay. He told the coaches he's good to go, but let's see how he does here on this first warm-up pitch. It looks to be okay. It's got a sting, no doubt. That ball came back pretty hot. Early made great contact on it. Yeah, he's going to stay in the game. Tough kid. Good for him to see that he can continue to go. So now with 1 out, that's going to bring up Braden McKnight, the third baseman. Smith still going to take his time a little bit, try to shake that off. McKnight to be followed by Nick Kumar.
So I'm a little absent here, Tone. I'm taking care of all kinds of little housekeeping issues.
You're up on a hill, Brian. You're not
Yeah.
used to being here. There's a first pitch to McKnight. Ball outside. 1 out. Greensburg, PA. There's a pitch. There's a pop fly. Going to go out to right field. Cribbs setting under it. No, the wind's going to take it, and he's going to fight that off and can't do it. So now all of a sudden, McKnight's going to make it to third easily.
That was all wind aided, too.
It was wind aided. You know, it looked like Cribbs actually had a beat on it. And then all of a sudden, that ball just kept on tailing and tailing. We mentioned that wind was blowing out to right field. We said if somebody can get it up in the air, got a good chance of getting it out of here. Thought Cribbs was settled underneath it, but all of a sudden, that ball just kept carrying and carrying. So we're going to have to give McKnight a triple on that. Really no other choice.
It really wasn't Cribbs' fault. We mentioned there's a lot of wind up here.
Yep.
That was certainly the case there, and the Mustangs are going to get their first run across.
Well, Nick Kumar on the first pitch lines it out to the right fielder, Cribbs, but Nick's going to pick up an RBI, and the Mustangs all of a sudden take a quick 1-0 lead. So Kumar with an RBI, and the Mustangs, as we said, only scored 3 runs yesterday, and all of those were in the second inning. So they're coming out of the gate a little bit hot.
7th RBI of the season for Nick Kumar.
And that brings up Alex McLean. First pitch to him is a strike.
McLean, junior catcher, 440 average, 8 RBI so far this season for Alex.
Braden O'Brien waiting on deck for the Mustangs. McLean trying to keep this inning going. Started out early, grounded out off the pitcher to first. Braden McKnight with a wind-aided triple, and then Nick Kumar on the first pitch lined out to right fielder Garrett Cribbs, but it was deep enough to score McKnight. And now here's McLean. Takes that just a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Have to thank our video stream sponsors today on the WMBS side, WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital, and Shop and Save, Walnut Hill and Uniontown. Get to the South Union sponsors here after this next pitch.
Smith not showing any ill effects from that ball hit back to him. Nice pitch and a nice catch there, so fouled back. So McLean's going to strike out to end the inning, but not before the Mustangs get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left, so we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 1 and the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions coming to bat.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Welcome back to Greensburg-Salem High School, where the Laurel Highlands Mustangs lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the first inning. Let's go over the starting lineup for the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. Batting first will be center fielder Dylan Sarsfield. Batting second will be pitcher Jacob Smith. Third, left fielder Owen Tudich. Batting cleanup will be shortstop Hayden Teska. Batting fifth, Braden Richko, the third baseman. Batting seventh will be Colin Kurth. DHing today for Caden Coffey, the second baseman. Batting seventh will be Dominic Falvo, the catcher. Eighth, Zach O'Brien, first base. And ninth will be Garrett Cribbs in right field.
Defensively for Laurel Highlands, Carson D'Amico out in left, Caden Early in center. Change in right, C.J. Guest getting the start today. Braden McKnight playing third, Ty Sankovic playing short, Joe Chambers playing second. Braden O'Brien, also a new addition in the lineup, playing first base today. Alex McLean catching, and Nick Kumar pitching for the Mustangs. We'll get to Nick's numbers in just a moment.
So Nick Kumar gets a sign and gets ready for the first pitch. Here it is to Sarsfield. Chases the high fastball, so Nick quickly ahead, 0-1.
His last outing, Tony, 15 strikeouts this past Monday against Bell Vernon.
Yeah, and against the section leading Bell Vernon, so that's a hell of a game. Oh, excuse me, that's a great game there.
Hey, on radio TV today, now.
Yeah, sorry.
Not in your own house.
Yeah, I know. Not in the bar talking anymore. Sorry about that. Friends and family, sorry about that. Still was a great effort no matter what.
1-1 pitch missed there. I think we're at 2-1.
FCC all of a sudden going to come down and get us, Brian, in Greensburg, PA.
We know they take you off the air at some point.
It was eventual. There's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Sarsfield coming in, as we mentioned, the junior starting in center field today. Had a good game yesterday. I was listening to you, and Zach had some nice catches, a nice play defensively out in center field. Fouls the 2-2 pitch back.
They recorded 4 outs out there in center field. I mentioned Kumar's 5th appearance, 3-1 record, 1.94 ERA. Has worked 18 innings, given up 11 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, struck out 31 and walked only 7.
Yeah, you got to keep the base runners off base in high school. Here's a change. Just fouled off. Sarsfield barely stayed alive. Actually, McLean almost made that catch behind on the foul tip, but just went off his glove, so able to stay alive. Counts remains at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Kumar. Fastball and again. Sarsfield, pretty nice at bat.
They've been a long 2-2 count here.
Yeah, 7 pitches so far. He's making Nick work a little bit. But that's why he's the leadoff batter as well. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball again, fouled off. Back to the track team getting a souvenir.
Yes. Mustangs in their alternate grays today. Red numbers, red socks, little blue trim in there. Greensburg-Salem home whites, gold numbers, little brown trim.
There's a change. Just able to stay alive again. Sarsfield fouled another one off.
Again, Sarsfield came in, 344 average, 5 RBIs, junior center fielder.
So all of a sudden, a 9-pitch at bat. Smith, although he gave up a run in that first inning, only threw 12 pitches. So they're making Nick Kumar work here a little bit. Leadoff batter. Fastball just a bit outside, so that's going to work the count full now. As we said, pitcher Jacob Smith waiting on deck. Outfield straight away. The right fielder in just a bit. Gesk out there getting the start. And that's going to be a walk. So great at bat by Sarsfield, fouling off a number of pitches, especially under the 2-2 count.
You say an 11 pitch at bat?
11 pitch at
Wow.
bat. So yes, all of a sudden now the Golden Lions with a runner on base. As we said, shutout yesterday. That's going to bring up Jacob Smith. Kumar's throw over to first. Sarsfield gets back safely.
As Tony said back in the top of the first inning, Smith took one off the ankle on a little comebacker.
Yeah, he was struggling pretty good, but able to shake it off. And he didn't want to miss out on this at bat, that's for sure. Sarsfield's going to take off. Here's the throw by McLean. It's on the other side of the bag, so Sarsfield with a stolen base and gets himself in scoring position with nobody out here. So now a runner on second base. Jacob Smith at bat. Mustangs lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning.
He had a couple of stolen bases yesterday as well.
You can see he's a nice looking player, and he's a junior, so he'll be back for this Golden Lion team. And there's a foul back by Smith. Count now at 1-1.
Mention our South Union live stream sponsors, the Sprouse Insurance Group, Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scotts.
Pitch down in the dirt. Nick just missed on that breaking pitch.
Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist, SWGI, Uniontown, Zebley, Mahalo, and White, and UPMC, Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive, Jim Burns, Director.
So 2-1 pitch. Smith chases the fastball. Nick just able to get that past him. So the count now 2-2. Runner on second base is Sarsfield. Waiting on deck will be left fielder Owen Tudich. Here's the pitch from Nick, just a bit high.
Hey, you would look at Greensburg-Salem's overall record. Mustang starting Kumar might think that's going to be a walk in the park this afternoon, but doesn't appear it's going to be that way. Golden Lions battling here in the bottom of the first inning, really making Nick throw a lot of pitches.
Yeah, really, if you take that one inning out of the game yesterday, Brian, I mean, they were right there. Smith able to foul that one back.
They've had a lot of close results this season, much better than their 2-9 overall record indicates. They got swept by Uniontown. Both of those games were close, lost 11-10 and 12-8. Had a 4-3 loss against Ringgold. You mentioned that 3-0 loss yesterday against Laurel Highlands, also a 7-5 loss against Elizabeth Forward, and there's another walk.
And it's probably going to bring out the pitching coach. Joe LaPreston? No, not yet. I thought he actually come out and make a trip. But that puts the first two batters on. So now all of a sudden it's going to bring up Tudich, the left fielder, the sophomore, with a couple runners in scoring position, and he's a lefty. So Sarsfield at second, and Smith at first. He's going to drop a bunt down. They're going to let it go foul. Smart play there by Nick Kumar. Really had no shot. Sarsfield, a lot of speed. Actually, Smith too. They were pretty much on the bags as soon as that ball just drifted foul. So smart play by Nick, because if not, he probably would have had bases loaded here and been in trouble with nobody out.
Mustangs scored all three of their runs in the bottom of the second inning yesterday against Greensburg-Salem.
And a nice pitching effort by both Chambers and Marechko, and he's going to get popped up. Kumar thinks wisely, so Tudich can't get the bunt down, and that's going to be big. That's the first out of the inning. Trying to sacrifice a couple runners over for cleanup hitter now, Hayden Teska, shortstop.
Yeah, much needed there for Laurel Highlands, getting an out recorded here in the bottom of the first inning, leading 1-0. Teska batting .323, 3 RBIs, junior shortstop, as Tony said.
Yeah, and actually a nice pitch by Nick Kumar there. He put it down a little bit, and Tudich had to kind of drop his bat, and once he did, he just caught the bottom half of the ball. Popped it right up to Nick Kumar, who was right there ready for the play. There's a pitch down. Sankovic telling McLean, nobody going anywhere.
Actually have the scoreboard on here, Tony. Not sure if you noticed that out in left field.
I did not.
Good looking board out there.
Yeah. There's a nice fastball right there. Teska late on that one. And the Mustangs looking to strand a couple runners. They're up 1-0 here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Nick Kumar getting ready to throw his 20th pitch. That's going to be fouled back.
Look out there in the parking lot.
And there's a lot of potential over there. We're on top of the hill.
Yes,
I think
we
we're
are.
Safe. Actually, I'm even safer. I parked behind you. So
yes.
You get hit first, buddy. Yeah,
and we're standing in front of both of the cars, too. So
yeah.
Tony had a nice catch last time we worked together down in Bailey Park.
Yeah, see. I don't think I'm going to get one here.
Another one fouled off.
Yeah.
So we saw Smith throw a lot of pitches in the top of the first inning, and Nick throwing a lot here in the bottom of the first.
Nick, 21 pitches so far. Still only one out. Runners at first and second. That ball's down in the dirt. Nice stop there by McLean. Able to keep that ball in front of him. Keep the runners at bay. Braden Marichko waiting on deck. Third baseman. Kumar gets a sign. Here's the pitch to Teska. Ball high. So now that's going to work at full. Nick walked the first two batters, got Tudich to pop out trying to drop down a bunt. McLean going to make a visit to the mound. So full count.
We've talked a couple of times, Tone, this year. Sometimes, especially if you're an away team coming in, the pitcher sometimes struggles in the opening inning or two until they settle down, get used to the mound, get used to the environment, maybe loosen up a little bit after the long bus ride.
It's a lot different, Brian, I can tell you. I mentioned that to you before. It's like, I know when I pitched, which was badly way back when, but when I pitched away, it was an entirely different game than when I pitched at home. You just feel so much more comfortable. And the thing of it is, every place is different. I mean, extremely different, too. There's Kumar's payoff pitch, and that's going to be fouled back again. Track team, they wanted to get a workout. If they want to work out, all they got to do is chase all the balls that are being fouled back up there.
That's going to be tough the way this game started for Kumar to go the distance, already above 20 pitches here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, I got him at 22. There's a fastball. Just missed. Wow. Looked like it might have caught the outside corner, but so now all of a sudden, bases are jammed, and that's the third walk today by Nick Kumar, unlike
no hits, but 3 walks here in the bottom of the first.
And as you mentioned, he came in here with only 7 walks. But now all of a sudden he's walked the first 3 batters and still only 1 out here, and we're in the bottom of the first inning. There's the first pitch to Marechko. He takes a nice cut and fouls it back.
Marechko getting the start at third base today, batting .240 with 4 RBIs. Golden Lions Jr.
And he pitched a good game yesterday.
He did.
For the Golden Lions, right? Held the Mustangs to only 3 runs. Pitch just a bit outside, gets away from McLean, but Sarsfield not a big enough lead to try to score. Plus, not a whole lot of room here behind the backstop, so can't imagine anybody's going to try to score unless it bounces off one of the poles and goes down the lines.
Yeah, it's 315 down the right field line, 318 down the left field line, 353 to the alley and left, 363 to the alley and right, and 388 to dead straight away center field.
So we said that with this breeze, though, you get a ball up towards right field. A couple of lefties might be able to pull it out of here without a problem. 315, not very deep.
Count out 1-2 after that last pitch.
There's a breaking pitch, just down and away. Good eye by Marechko. The count works now to 2-2. 1 out, and the base is juiced here for the Golden Lions. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Kumar. Rocks and deals. Just missed again.
Full again, wow.
I think Nick wanted that pitch a little bit. He was kind of looking in. But now all of a sudden, full count, 1 out.
You've already walked 3 here in the bottom of the first and over 25 pitches.
I got him at 27 right now. Unofficially. And he walks in a run.
Very uncharacteristic there of Nick Kumar.
Extremely uncharacteristic.
So an RBI walk for Marechko. It's his 5th RBI of the season. Run scored for Dylan Sarsfield, and this game's knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the first inning.
And kind of surprising. Nobody went out to talk to him yet.
Now you think you might see Joe LaPresta at this point after 4 walks here in the bottom of the first inning. Only 1 out recorded, and that was Tudich's bunt that went right back to Nick.
Right, and the thing of it is, the first bunt, he barely went foul.
Got a strike there, though, to Colin Kruth, who came in with a .250 average and 3 RBIs. DH today. Senior for the Golden Lions.
They called that ball a little bit outside.
Yes.
Yep. So 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of ones up on that scoreboard, Brian. And we're still in the bottom of the first. So Kumar pitching from the stretch. Swing and a miss by Kurth. Now the count goes to 1-2.
These guys near the bottom of this Greensburg-Salem lineup have struggled at the plate this season behind Kruth. Ufalvo batting 143, O'Brien 161, and Cribbs 083.
There's this ball just missed low.
But you got to throw strikes, though, if you're Nick Kumar.
Right, Nick, again, working deep in the count, 2-2. I've got him at 30 pitches.
You're still here in the bottom of the first.
Right. That ball's going to be down.
Here we are,
Nick,
full again at 3-2.
Nick's getting a little frustrated, I think, too. And I think at this point, I would call timeout and go out and say, hey, Nick, guess what? Throw from the windup.
Yeah.
You know, from the stretch is one thing, but do it to now. You can get your feel for what's going on. And it's tough. So base is loaded, full count. Here's the payoff pitch. It's going to be ground up the middle. Nobody can get it either. Little miscommunication by Chambers and Sankovic, and the ball's going to get through. So
scores 2 runs, too.
Plate 2 runs is right. So now Smith and Tesker are going to score. That's going to put Marechko on at third base, and a base hit, 2 RBIs for Colin Kurth, the DH.
Kruth now 5 RBIs this season. That'll bring up Dominic Falvo, the 7th Golden Line to bat here in the bottom of the first inning with runners on the corners. And now Greensburg-Salem surprisingly on top of Laurel Highlands 3-1.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, Brian, you look at this, you can't walk guys in high school. There's no doubt, and really at any level anymore.
They'll move over there to first, and back safely was Kruth. So the Mustangs in all kinds of trouble here early on the road in Westmoreland County.
And still only 1 out. Runner's going to go and no throw. So an easy stolen base.
And you've had 4 walks in the single to center field from Colin Kruth, producing 3 Greensburg-Salem runs here in this bottom of the first inning. Golden Lions leading it now 3-1.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there defensively. It looked like both Chambers and Sankovic going for the ball, but both of them kind of gave up on it. Looks like nobody knew who to take it, but they sure could have used an out right there no matter what.
And it's just so uncharacteristic of Nick Kumar.
Very much so.
Much needed strike there.
Called
Yep.
there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still only 1 out.
And Greensburg-Salem really just playing for themselves at this point. Best they could do would be 2 games under 500 in the conference if they would win out.
Well, and the thing of it is, Brian, you know, you've had a rough season. You lost a lot of close games, and kind of feathering your cap if you can beat the number 2 team in the section, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. They're always good, always have a good team, and it's something to build on for next year, as we mentioned.
Mustangs also ranked in the top 5 of the WPIAL, I believe at number 4 this week.
There's a pitch, and that ball's going to be a bleeder, too. It's going to fall in front, and it's going to get past. No, here's a throw to the plate, but
Caden early with the relay.
Yep, so early with the play, but Marichko scores easily. Kurth now at third base. Falvo with an RBI single. That's going to bring up first baseman Zach O'Brien. So now all of a sudden, all the walks came around to score.
Now Joe LaPrest is out. Whole infield coming in here, and Laurel Highlands has conceded 4 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. Still only 1 out. Zach O'Brien will be the 8th Golden Lion to bat here in the bottom of the first. And Laurel Highlands in all kinds of trouble.
Well, the thing of it is, the Mustangs came in, batting .343 as a team, so you know they're going to put some runs on the board. But nice piece of hitting there by Falvo. Just flared that ball out. Early got it in quickly. But still the damage was done. An RBI single for Falvo, so 4-1, and still only 1 out.
Already had more combined runs scored in this game than we had all day yesterday.
Right.
3-0 final yesterday, already 4-1 here, and we're still in the bottom of the first with only 1 out.
Yeah, and who would have thunk it is right. So Kumar, there's a pitch, fouled back.
They might blame it all on you, Tone.
Well, it's probably not bad. I wouldn't doubt it.
You come over, work a game?
Yeah.
You're in the neighborhood today? You're going to join us on Friday as well up here for the Mustangs in Greater Latrobe.
Well, and the runner's going to scamper to second base. There's all of a sudden 2 more runners in scoring position.
That's Dom Falvo. And Falvo's on second, who had that RBI single to center, came in with a 143 average. O'Brien at the plate, batting 161, but he has driven in 5 runs.
The pitch up high. So Nick struggling. I could have him at 37 pitches.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Still here in the bottom of the first inning.
Right. Gets that strike call.
At this point, you actually have to seriously consider a relief option at this juncture of the game.
Well, you're going to have to warm somebody up here pretty quick. I mean, I hate to say it, if Nick comes out and struggles in this next inning, you're going to have to go to the bullpen real early.
Big strikeout there.
And fortunately, as you said, a couple more games this week. I'm sorry, 1 more game this week.
Well, 2. They play Brownsville as well at home on Thursday.
Right.
Albeit non-conference games. I think the Mustangs are going to start getting someone loose here in the bullpen, but at least 2 outs now here in the inning. And you're going to have Cribbs, the 9th Golden Lion, to bat here in the bottom of the first inning.
And I have Kumar now at 40 pitches, so we're going to see here. Looks like
Carson Broadwater
getting ready. He came in and pitched an inning yesterday, got the save. But might have to get into action here a little bit quicker than he wanted to today. So now the count 0-2 on Cribbs, the right fielder. Here's a pitch.
That's it.
Strike 3. So Kumar able to strike out Cribbs to end the inning, but not before the Golden Lions plate. 4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. So after 1, it's the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions 4 and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 1.
Democrats and Republicans vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. He'll continue to secure funding to improve infrastructure, continue developing and improving recreation areas, and expanding the sheepskin trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. Vote for Curtis Matthews, the most qualified, experienced, and dedicated candidate.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 57th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 57 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair LLC, proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Back here at Greensburg-Salem High School, Braden O'Brien leading off this top of the second inning. Greensburg-Salem leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 4-1. O'Brien taking ball one from Jacob Smith, starting his second inning of work for the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. 1-0 pitch on the way. That misses as well. Now 2-0 to Braden O'Brien. O'Brien coming in with a .286 average and 3 RBIs. Sophomore first baseman. Came on yesterday in the later innings. And with a ground ball here going to short. Hayden Teska there, throw over to first. In time, good job there from Zach O'Brien to keep his foot on the bag as Braden O'Brien retired 6-3.
Yeah, nice footwork there. The throw kind of drew him off first base towards right field. Able to shift his feet and easily get the out. So nice play there by O'Brien at first.
Now Joe Chambers coming to the plate. He was your starting pitcher for Laurel Highlands yesterday. Worked 6 innings, gave up just 2 hits. Junior playing second base today, batting .292 with 7 RBIs and taking ball one.
He almost actually wore that one, Brian, a little bit inside. He was able to get out of the way.
Now the 1-0 on the way, fastball. That one ruled off the plate, even up the count at 1-1.
You figure
them actually moved the count to 2-0, excuse me.
Right, yeah, you figure he was going to go outside with that one, coming in and worked on the first pitch in.
Now the 2-0 pitch, that one's in there for a strike, and now we're at 2-1 as Carson Broadwater continues to loosen up for Laurel Highlands. We'll see what head coach Scott DeBerry does. If he sticks with Nick Kumar, goes to Broadwater, pitched just an inning in relief yesterday. Now the 2-1 on the way, swing and a miss there from Joe Chambers, and we're even at 2-2.
And Smith, what a contrast. I mean, he's only thrown 7 pitches in this inning, only threw 12 in the first, Brian.
It actually seemed like more.
Well, it did, but you know what? He got a couple quick outs.
Chambers, well-hit ball, and that will drop in front of Garrett Cribbs out there and right for a much-needed hit for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Second hit of the game for Laurel Highlands. McKnight had that wind-aided triple to right back in the first inning, and now Chambers aboard with 1 out here in the top of the second with Laurel Highlands still trailing 4-1.
Now comes Carson D'Amico, the left fielder, the junior, having a great year for the Mustangs.
Batting .455, 9 RBIs. Really has had some timely hits throughout the course of the season for the Mustangs, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, he's played extremely well and gotten a lot of timely hits for the Mustangs, as you mentioned. Driving in 9 runs, that's a good year in high school baseball.
Now the 0-1 breaking ball, and that one hit D'Amico.
Now the Mustangs will take base runners any way you can get it right now.
And try to find a way to get back into this game. We mentioned Smith came in with a 1-0 record. This is actually his 6th appearance of the season, and he's been hit up for 27 runs, but only 17 of them earned. But has only factored in 1 decision so far this year. But now the Mustangs 2 on, 1 out, down 3 as we work here in the top of the second. And Ty Sankovic at the plate, and he'll take the first pitch there for strike 1. Sophomore batting .379 with 5 RBIs.
Nice pitch there by Smith to catch the outside corner. Sankovic got a lot of room down the right field line.
Now the 0-1 on the way, and this ball popped up. We'll see if the wind causes havoc here again, and coming back and making the grab was Hayden Teska. So Teska from the shortstop position backed up to make that catch for the second out of the inning, and that was not an easy play.
That was not an easy play, and actually almost turned the double play. Almost double chambers off at second base. Beautiful play there by Teska. Actually thought the wind was going to take it away from him, but he caught it over the shoulder and then had the presence of mind to get up and try to get the double play. Good play by the shortstop Teska.
Now C.J. Gesk at the plate for the Mustangs, getting the start here today, and C.J. taking ball one. C.J. just 6 at-bats this year, but he's been productive, 3 of 6. Looking for his first RBI of the season. Sophomore playing right field here today. 1-0 pitch, and therefore a strike to even things up at 1-1.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, bat 500, even though it's early, 3 for 6 for him. That'll get you a spot in the lineup every time.
1-1, chopped here to third, and that could do it here for the inning. Long throw over to first in time. Good job there, Marishko to O'Brien to retire Gesk. 5-3, so the Mustangs strand 2, still 4-1. Greensburg-Salem over Laurel Highlands, heading to the bottom of the second here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in. And you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
So why not drive a Ford again? With a lineup of new products leading the way, like the all-new Bronco and Bronco Sport, with standard class-leading technology like pre-collision assist, blind spot monitoring, and lane-keeping assist in 4 different models, and class-leading ground clearance over any of our competitors. The auto industry is changing daily. New and pre-owned inventory is at an all-time low. That means your trade-in is worth more than ever. And if you're looking to sell your car or truck, we may be able to help. Come in and see the complete line of trucks, SUVs, and Mustangs at Ford of Uniontown, a 5-time President Award-winning dealer. Top of the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
And the Mustangs trying to get going here today, trailing Greensburg-Salem 4-1 as we work here in the bottom of the second inning. It's the top of the order in Sarsfield here for Greensburg-Salem again as Dillon takes ball one from Nick Kumar, still on the hill here for the Mustangs.
Right, and Greensburg-Salem able to bat around in that first inning, Brian. She said plated 4 runs.
1-0 pitch from Kumar, and therefore a strike to even things up at 1-1 to Dillon Sarsfield. He came in with a .344 average and 5 RBIs. The junior walked, stole a base, and scored a run back in that bottom of the first inning. And that pitch from Kumar well high and inside. And Sarsfield had to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to throw a breaking pitch and kind of lost the grip on it. So the count now 2-1.
On a windy Tuesday afternoon here in Westmoreland County. And the 2-1 pitch, that one's low, actually hit the plates. Now 3-1 here to Sarsfield. Nick Kumar walked 4 and also gave up 2 hits back in that first inning. Now he's going to get a new baseball.
Walked 4, struck out 2. As you mentioned, gave up 2 hits, but more importantly, as we said, threw 42 pitches in that first inning, and that's unofficial on my end, but no matter how you look at it, it's a lot of pitches.
Now the 3-1 on the way, and it's ball 4. So Sarsfield walking for the second time in this game. Kumar, who again came in with 31 strikeouts and only 7 walks, has 5 walks already so far in this game, and we're working here in the bottom of the second with nobody out.
Here comes Coach DeBerry, and I don't know if they're going to hook him, and they are.
And a new Mustang pitcher, that's going to be it for Nick Kumar. I don't think he's too happy about exiting the game, but he struggled here early on. So pitching change for the Mustangs. We'll step aside for a quick timeout, tell you about the new Laurel Highlands pitcher, and we come back here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Elect Patrick Livingston for your next North Union Township Supervisor. I was born, raised, and currently reside in North Union Township. I have the desire, skills, and experience to help North Union Township continue to thrive. I hold a valid commercial driver's license and the ability to operate equipment necessary to maintain and benefit township residents. My ability to work well with others to ensure a job well done bodes well for the township's success. I am asking for your support in the upcoming election.
Paid for by the Canada.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. Need a touch-up or full body paint job? Our water-based paint system gives the best match for your color. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Brian Morozak, Tony Hanola back here in Greensburg-Salem High School, actually positioned right between the Greensburg-Salem High School and Hannistown Golf Course. Braden McKnight, the new pitcher for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Couple of defensive changes as well for Laurel Highlands. Ty Sankovic now moving over to play third base, and Nick Kumar was pitching, now playing shortstop.
And Nick just struggled today, as you mentioned, Brian. Couldn't get a feel for the mound and threw a lot of pitches. I had him unofficially at 47 pitches in the 2 innings combined.
And only 3 outs recorded so far in this game. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And you'll have Dylan Sarsfield still on first base. So some pitching numbers for Braden McKnight so far this season. This is his 4th appearance, has not factored in a decision, but has a very impressive 1.00 ERA, has recorded 1 save. He's worked 7 innings, given up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, struck out 9, walked 4, and faced 31 batters so far this season. His first pitch in for a strike here to Jacob Smith. Sarsfield going down to second, close play, and he's ruled out.
Yeah.
So a great job there, McLean on the throw down to second, and Sarsfield caught stealing.
Yeah, that was nice. Fans up here on the hill screaming that they didn't tag him, but actually Kumar dropped that down, and it looked like he slid right into the tag. So nice job by Nick. Good throw by McLean, and that's a big out to get the leadoff hitter Sarsfield out.
And a good start for Braden McKnight, even though he just threw 1 pitch. That'll help the cause a little bit. Now McKnight's 0-1 here to Jacob Smith, little one-hopper. Glove down there by McLean, evens up the count at 1-1. So now 1 out. Greensburg-Salem still on top, 4-1. And Kumar, the pitcher of record now for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs will have to get some bats going. So he's not on the hook for the loss as that one fouled off there by Jacob Smith, who came in with a .241 average and an RBI, junior pitcher. Like Sarsfield walked and scored a run back in that bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, and actually that'll close the book on Kumar, who goes 1+. Gave up 4 runs, all of them earned. On 2 hits, he had 5 walks and 2 strikeouts in that 1+1 batter inning of work.
Now the 1-2 pitch, McKnight to Jacob Smith. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. So an instant impact for Braden McKnight, striking out Jacob Smith. The 3rd strikeout for Mustang pitchers in this game, and just like that, 2 outs recorded here in this bottom of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, and a beautiful pitch, beautiful breaking ball, just caught Smith taking a look. So that's the first strikeout for McKnight, and that brings up 2-2. Popped out trying to drop a bunt down and advance 2 base runners in that first inning.
First pitch missing there at 0-2, who came in with a .242 average and 3 RBIs. Sophomore getting the start and